What's up, guys? I got another movie review for you. This one is from the American Genre Film Archive. And if you're not familiar with them, they have like thousands of crazy movies, all kinds of horror, cult, exploitation, everything you could think of, just wild movies that were kind of like on the fringe of cinema. And they preserve them, and they've released a few on DVD through Vinegar Syndrome. But now they're putting out their own stuff on their own label, and this one was released through MVD, so it is available pretty much everywhere. The name of the movie is Effects, and this was released in 1980, but it kind of like dropped off the earth for a long time, which I kind of understand because it is kind of a tough sell, especially given that like Tom Savini is in it, and there's like when you think of Tom Savini in horror, you think of like gore and crazy over the top effects and stuff like that, and that's not what this movie is about, despite the fact that it's called Effects. But anyway, the movie centers on a small group of filmmakers that are making a low budget horror movie, and it's just kind of the ins and outs of daily life on the set. The first half of the movie is kind of slow, but it's interesting, especially if you're a horror movie fan, because it does kind of give you a little bit of inside perspective, and there's also some like discussion about what is horror and why does it work and what doesn't work. And then about halfway through the movie, the film's director, the film in the film, not the director of effects, the filmmaker in the movie shows a group of the cast members a snuff film, or what is supposed to be a snuff film. And there's a chick tied to a chair, and a dude comes in with an executioner mask, cue that guy, and he beats her up, cuts her, and kills her. And everybody kind of like has their own different reaction to it, and he's like, would you pay to see this? And they discuss whether or not it's marketable. Some people are horrified by it. He just kind of brushes it off, and he's like, I know this is fake, and it's whatever, but maybe it isn't. And the rest of the movie is just what happens after that. It's a horror movie, but it's more of like a tense, like thriller toward the end, and before that it's just kind of like a creepy movie. It feels very voyeuristic because of the way that they shot it, but it's hard to explain. It is that I feel like it is a horror movie, but it's not a slasher, it's not a splatter movie. Tom Savini is in it, but he's not in it for a long time. It has a really weird, creepy vibe to it. The whole movie does. Like I said, the first half is kind of slow. The second half definitely picks up and takes some dark, unexpected turns that are pretty cool. I love the ending. I thought it was a pretty good movie. It sucks that it's kind of dropped off of everybody's radar. Hopefully, between the DVD release a long time ago and now this Blu-ray, it'll kind of get back on the radar of people. It does have its issues. It's got some pacing problems, and it's just kind of like not a dazzling movie for most of the time. But it is a memorable movie, and it's interesting. It has definitely like an experimental vibe to it. It's definitely a genre curio that I think a lot of people are going to be interested in seeing if they know about it. The Blu-ray is amazing. Like, holy shit. It's got a new 4K scan from the only existing theatrical print. It looks amazing. The DVD looked good, don't get me wrong. But this looks amazing. Like, it's still got flaws and whatnot, but I mean, you're going to have that with a movie like this. It looks amazing. I didn't think it would look... if it would have looked half this good, I would have been happy. But this looks amazing. And it's got a documentary. It's got commentary track. It's got something else too that I didn't have time. Oh, it's got short films. And then actually, which is kind of cool and kind of rare for a lot of DVDs or Blu-rays and DVDs these days, it has a booklet. And it's also got alternative art. I'll show it to you. If you flip it around... it has kind of a cool minimalist cover on the other side, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a really good Blu-ray. It's really reasonably priced. I think last time I checked on Amazon, it was like $16. So, I mean, it could be more or less than that. I guess there's no point in me telling you how much it costs because of how much the prices fluctuate there. Definitely under 20 bucks. If you like horror movies and you like kind of the idea of like an experimental film within a film, snuff type situation, I would check it out. Just keep your expectations in check that it is not a splatter slasher movie. It's kind of like a psychological meta type movie. So if that interests you, I think you should definitely check it out. And I can't imagine that it could have ever be given a better treatment than this one here. So that's Effects. It's on Blu-ray from AGFA through MVD. You can get it at Amazon. Pretty much anywhere you can buy movies, you can get this. I hope you like the review. If you end up checking out the movie, let me know. Either here or through my website, markfusion.com. And follow me on Twitter at markfusion. I appreciate it, guys. Hopefully I'll see you soon.